All right. J.M. Stevens here. Here I am, back here on a Saturday night, broadcasting from Austin, Texas. And I know the days are getting longer because normally at this time it's dark, and now it's still kind of light outside. So hopefully it's working out there, because I can never tell if it's working. So I'm just hoping for the best. I do see your message. If somebody leaves me a message and tells me you see it, that'd be cool. Let me see what it's saying here. I'm going to get rolling here with a song called Old Camera. Old camera, what kind of pictures will I see? Old camera, there's nothing left for you but me. Stranded in empty drawer, I wonder what you'll have in store. A long lost night, happy times are just like yesterday. Goodbye, got no idea what you're holding. I'm lost in your mystery. Old camera, what kind of pictures will I see? Old camera, there's nothing left for you but me. Took a trip to the Five and Dime, pulled up a chair and watched the paint dry. Anticipation, wanderlust for all that you keep in trust. Got no idea what you're holding, the suspense is killing me. Old camera, what kind of pictures will I see? Old camera, there's nothing left for you but me. I always liked that dress on you. On the Ferris wheel above we flew. Over the old black prairie we were only passing through. Old camera, what kind of pictures will I see? Old camera, there's nothing left for you but me. Old camera, what kind of pictures will I see? Old camera, there's nothing left for you but me. All right, that was called Old Camera. Hello, Mom. I'll remember to turn that echo off. Craig Staple, hey, nice to see you. Hi, Tara. Hello, Mike D. I'm going to roll another song off my album, Invisible Lines here. This is called Anyway. wasn't looking for you, but I found you anyway. Like a wounded bird you fell out from the sky above me, you hit the ground. I wasn't looking for truth, but I found it anyway. The dead of night I was thinking, to a bottomless pit my soul was sinking. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I wasn't looking for trust, but I found it anyway. I gave you my heart, don't you give it back. List you as my emergency contact. I wasn't looking for a friend, but I found one anyway. I do my best not to let you down. Take all my money and blow it downtown. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I was running out of reasons to switch my light from dim, but the way that your love hit me, baby, I'm still recovering. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. Yeah, I found it anyway. All right, that one's called Anyway, from my album Invisible Lines. Get a little sip of water here. Aaron Russell, what's happening, man? Nice. Thanks so much to you guys for being here. My light burned out. Let me see if I can get it to come on again. Oh, well, you know, it's better when it's darker anyway. I just hope it doesn't get too dark in here. But I'm going to keep rolling here with a pretty new song. Live TV here, folks. I got to tune the guitar and all. This one's called Stop Moving On. Clock says 5 after 4 a.m. I'm still level in bed, staring up at the ceiling fan spinning like the thoughts in my head. I never thought it would be like this, ain't what it cracked up to be. Under the weight of this loneliness, crushing the hopes and dreams that we had for so long. So start coming back home, so I can start moving on, so so I can stop moving on. Started out like any other day, wondering how I was gonna make it through. Thinking about what we used to say and the things we used to do. So I took a little walk to the mart, if anything to ease my mind. Problem is out there it's falling apart. Maybe I'm better off back inside, where I never felt so alone. So start coming back home, so I can stop moving on, so I can stop moving on. They say tomorrow will be better, I guess, but I'm not breaking out the champagne just yet. Ooh. A distant signal is coming in strong. I can feel it in my bones. So start coming back home, so I can stop moving on. Yeah, start coming back home, so I can stop moving on, so I can stop moving on, so I can stop moving on, so I can stop moving on. All right, that's called Stop Moving On. Looking forward to recording that with, full band and stuff. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Took a week off last week, went to the beach down in Padre National Seashore. Got run over by a hurricane. Well, not a hurricane, but some really strong winds and rain. Destroyed the tent, destroyed all the food and everything. Basically a normal camping trip, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed it. And I feel like it did rejuvenate my spirit somewhat. That's just how it goes sometimes. I'm going to do a song here called Dry Creek. There's a voice inside that echoes in my mind, telling me to beware and that I'm running blind. But I ain't gonna listen anymore to the sound of old boots pacing the floor. 'Cause there's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. As I lay in wait of what is sure to come, uncertainty everywhere, got a hold on everyone. I'm trying hard not to let it rule my mind, but I lost that battle one too many times. There's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. I saw a bird up high on on a branch much too thin, and an avalanche in waiting, and teetering on the rim. So hold on tight, it's gonna be a bumpy ride, till we find salvation on the other side, where there's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. Yeah, that dry creek was once water under the bridge. In case anybody's ever wondering, what I'm doing when I always reach over here and hit those buttons, it's an echo, like a reverb. And I love to have it on when I'm singing because it just makes me feel cooler. But my mom, one time, she goes, "You need to turn that echo off when you're talking." So I had to re-rig everything just to make that happen. So thanks, Mom. Jimmy Bell, what's up, man? Hi, Julie. Good to see you. Karen, thank you. Hi, Veronica. Awesome to see you here. On the road. Sweet. David Houston, what's shaking? Ray Comer, man, I haven't seen you in at least 100, 150 years. Glad you're watching. That's cool. I'm going to stay in this minor key vibe here and do a new song called Last Match. I guess I would say this is a song when you feel like you're running out of options. Yeah, that's something like that. Last match, last straw, last song, last call. Before we pack it up, call it a night. It's late, I know, but that burn pile still grows. The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I tried to look the other way, I listened to what each other had to say. No matter the road we ride, can't seem to get it right. It's been too long, how come we just can't get along? The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I understand that there's been a change of plans. Maybe somebody out there can clue me in. I'm left once again, wondering if not now when. The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I tried to look the other way, or listen to what each other had to say. No matter the road we ride, can't seem to get it right. It's been too long, how come we just can't get along? The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. Ooh. That was called Last Match. Last match, last straw. I'm going to do a rocker here. This one is called Someday I Will See You. And it's about when you lose somebody and then you see them with somebody else and how much of a drag and a bummer that is. But we all move on and things move forward and the world keeps spinning. That's not the end of it. Here we go. Could be at the supermarket, coming down the aisle. Could be on the street corner as the two of you drive by. Could be on the computer screen, taking photos of yourself. But someday I will see you with someone else. Yeah, someday I will see you with someone else. Could be at a rock and roll show, standing in the crowd, where I once held you close, our heads up in the clouds. But now that perfect dream sits dusty on the shelf. And someday I will see you with someone else. And someday I will see you with someone else. Happiness, it comes in waves, rolls up and then flows away. But even in the darkest times, there's a beauty that you find. Probably feel like a bullet train racing in my heart, headed straight for the symphony playing in the park. And in a cruel twist of fate, I'll be by myself. And someday I will see you with someone else. Someday I will see you with someone else. Yeah, someday I will see you with someone else. With someone else. With someone else. Alton Rex, what's shaking, man? Good to see you here. There's another new song here called It's Okay to Let Go. How did we end up here? Where were we trying to go? Taking only the back streets, ending up where God only knows. But we sure have some good times, I as yours and you as mine, hanging on the edge, on the echoes down below, with you by my side, falling into the unknown. This time it's okay to let go. Seemed like just the other day when you walked into my life. Like a hurricane you lifted me and sent my soul to flight. Left me calm and warm, like an eternal lie in the storm, hanging on the edge, on the echoes down below, with you by my side, falling into the unknown. This time it's okay to let go. Our luck is in a drought, the money's all been spent. But that's alright somehow, 'cause I'm with you, my best friend. Time just stood up and ran while we were sitting around making plans, hanging on the edge, on the echoes down below. With you by my side, falling into the unknown. This time it's okay to let go. Yeah, this time it's okay to let go. All right, that was called Okay to Let Go, a love song, if you will. I'm going to do one here that I debuted for the first time last week or 2 weeks ago on this show. For those of you just joining, I'm J.M. Stevens. I call this Saturday Nights from the Control Room because that's where I am. I'm in my laboratory here. And I've been doing this every Saturday night for the past 5 or 6 weeks. Crazy that it's been that long. This one's called Cobwebs. Cobwebs on the ceiling, cobwebs on the floor, hanging in a corner, getting harder to ignore. I'm just trying to figure out what to do about those cobwebs between me and you. We push them to the side, but we know they're still there. From them we try to hide, act like we don't care. What once was old has become new, just like those cobwebs between me and you. It's only a dream I had, I can't seem to shake. Was it oh so bad if I don't ever wanna wake? A dream that you realize how much you needed me, and we look so happy like lovers on TV. We walked hand in hand down the avenue without those cobwebs between me and you. Yeah, without those cobwebs between me and you. Oh, man, Aaron, thanks so much, man. Susan, good to see you here. All right. I just finished that one last week and played it for the first time, and I feel it felt a little better tonight. Like it felt a little more fluid. Songs kind of evolve over time. The more you play them, the little things just happen that you didn't know were going to happen. I'm going to do one here called Maybe I Love You. This is from my album Invisible Lines. There's a video of this on YouTube. You can look it up. If you are inclined, J.M. Stevens, Maybe I Love You. Trembling on the inside, trying to comprehend how you got me reeling is never, ever gonna end. Like the rolling thunder coming from the west, my heart is pounding clear out of my chest. Maybe I love you. Maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet. Can't stop thinking of you. Feel my blood boiling up into the red. Lost in your eyes where nothing needs to be said. Strutting like a loose dog, wandering the street. Shadow of a butterfly dancing at my feet. Maybe I love you. Maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet. Can't stop thinking of you. Wasn't that long ago? You were so far away. I was just a lonely boy, lost for the words to say, thinking there's got to be a better way. Voices in my head are calling to me loud. The flames that we light in are making the devil proud. Can't understand it, but it just feels so right. Try to upend it, but it comes back every time. Maybe I love you. Maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet. Can't stop thinking of you. Maybe I love you. Oh, maybe I love you. Oh, maybe I love you. All right, that was called Maybe I Love You. I think that I do. I think that I do love you. Sticking in those love vibes. I'm going to do one about being with the one you love in the morning. Hi, Dave. Welcome. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. That's rad, Susan. That's a road trip's the best time to listen to music, ain't it? This song's called With You in the Morning. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Baby, won't you stay right here? I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Please don't you disappear. This day's got me down. Better when you are around. Under the covers we drown. Together we'll go down. Ooh, I wanna wake up with you in the morning. You fill me up with the love and affection, keeping me off my knees, moving in the right direction to face what's in front of me. This day's got me down. Better when you are around. Under the covers we drown. Together we'll go down. Ooh, I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Red flags waving at me, deadlines that I missed. To your love I'll take a backseat. I could get used to this. This day's got me down. Better when you are around. Under the covers we drown. Together we'll go down. Ooh, I wanna wake up with you in the morning. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. That was a new song there called With You in the Morning. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Thanks, Aaron. Let's see what I got here. I had a new video just come out and a new single for a song off my record called Further I Run. And you can look it up on the YouTubes. I'm really stoked with how the video came out. Simple concept. It looks pretty cool, I think. And I'm going to play that song now. This is called Further I Run. The further I run, the more that I become painfully aware that I should stay. The harder I try, the more the reasons why hit me like a rogue freight train. I can't help but notice how your eyes look at me that way. The further I run, the more I wanna stay. It's morning time, the sun is on the rise. All that I can see is your face. Thinking about when our love it just began, if we'll make it back to that place that seems to have gone missing, disappeared without a trace. The further I run, the more I wanna stay. Were we only dreaming as we stumbled through the crowd? Mine's erased, but it's all coming back to me now. Oh. Were we only dreaming as we stumbled through the crowd? Mine's erased, but it's all coming back to me now. Oh. The further I run, the further I run. All right, that was called Further I Run. Like I said, you can check the video out on YouTube. I do have a tip jar going tonight. If anybody's so inclined, there should be a link up there in the description to it. And, you know, any of that is much appreciated. Not required, you know, but it's always good. I'm going to do one here called After the Storm. The stream will flow through the valley down below. We'll get back to what we know after the storm. The ice will melt like the pain that we felt. A better hand will be dealt after the storm. There'll be children outside playing in the park. Hand in hand we'll walk these streets after dark. The clouds give way to clear, like the blues they'll disappear. So far yet so near after the storm. A shattered window pane, or damage from the rain. It might not look the same after the storm, but that's alright, yeah, that's fine. Feels like forever we've been inside. I go out for a drive after the storm and watch that sundown crashing into the hills. It's getting late, but I know we can make it still. 'Cause it's been on my mind, but thoughts ain't worth a dime. We're putting in the time after the storm. We'll leave that news behind after the storm. That one's called After the Storm. This is a song about, you know, when you're trying to do stuff differently, but it feels like nothing you do matters and everything just kind of stays the same all the time. That's what this song's about. This is called Always Been This Way. Feeling like a lost boat stuck in a harbor just out of reach of the land. Every little wave getting pushed out farther, washed out like a grain of sand. Maybe that'll change someday, but it's always been this way. So I ain't gonna live afraid, 'cause it's always been this way. Yeah, it's always been this way. Empty as advice from a snake oil salesman traveling across the countryside. He's got what you need here to cure what ails you. Says come on along for the ride. Maybe that'll change someday, but it's always been this way. So I ain't gonna live afraid, 'cause it's always been this way. It's always been this way. No need for explaining, not looking to go memory laning. Just trying to find some peace, the time don't know, catch and release. Sometimes it's so hard just to keep on rolling, and nothing in the world seems fair. We learn so much that ain't worth knowing on a one-way trip to nowhere. Maybe that'll change someday, but it's always been this way. So I ain't gonna live afraid, 'cause it's always been this way. It's always been this way. That was called Always Been This Way. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate it. Let's see what I'm going to move on to here. Live TV, folks. Got a tune. You want this, trust me. This one is called Nowhere to Land. Won't pretend I know what you're going through, where you've been, where you're from, or where you're headed to. Been getting by most any way you can, flying like a bird with nowhere to land. I can see it in your eyes, the way you look at me. No trust in what I say or in what I believe. It's coming clear I'd never understand what it's like to fly with nowhere to land. It's hard to find the words to say, so I'm gonna do less looking and more listening today. Woke up to another noonday coming down. Beauty in the sky, not so much on the ground. For too long my head's been in the sand. It's time I fly with nowhere to land. Yeah, it's time to fly with nowhere to land. That one's called Nowhere to Land. I wrote this song about a memory I had of traveling to Meridian, Mississippi from West Point, Mississippi, where I grew up, because my sister and I used to say that it seemed like it took so long to get there riding in the station wagon. And today's her birthday, so I want to wish my sister a happy birthday. I think she's down on the beach somewhere having a good time, but I wrote this song about her and just that memory, and this is called Long Road to Meridian. Well, it's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. It's a long road to Meridian. I can hear my mama's footsteps coming towards the door. She said, son, we're running late. I want to hear those feet hit the floor. So I put on my Sunday best for the drive and climb right in, my brothers and sister by my side. 'Cause it's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. It's a long road to Meridian. Leave that gravel driveway headed for the Clay County line. Straight shot down that two-lane highway, number 45. And as we roll over Turkey Hill, the sun starts to rise. And the muddy waters of Tibby Creek we leave behind. 'Cause there's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. It's a long road to Meridian. It was hard for me to see it at the time, but I go back there in a heartbeat to those crossroads in my mind. Hey, birds on the side of the road, moving in on the kill. We pull in for gasoline and the country store at Electric Mills. Man, I swear it feels like we've been 1,000 miles. But if we keep on rolling, maybe we'll make it by supper time. 'Cause there's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. It's a long road to Meridian. Yeah, it's a long road to Meridian. That was called Long Road to Meridian. Meridian, Mississippi, that is, home of Jimmy Rogers. Ain't that the truth, Tara? They still do, but I enjoy it now. This one's called Cherry Sunburst. I saw you sitting all by yourself, like you own the place, singing low on the top shelf, putting a smile on my face. Didn't need no validation to feel cool. Knew right then of me you'd be making a fool. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. The first time I laid eyes on you, had another on my arms. I tried my best just to remain true and fight your cherry burst charms. And I never seen something on God's green earth so fine. I knew right then and there I had to make you mine. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. Yeah. In the middle of the night I'd wake up wondering if I had the nerve. Think about how I would hold you if I could ever flatten the curve. When I close my eyes, you won't let me be. It's time I make reality of this dream. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. Like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. All right, that was called Cherry Sunburst. You know, I just had that video come out, and I got another one coming out this week, and a brand new unreleased song. And I will be gabbing on about that in the days to come. But I want to play that song for you. I'm really stoked for people to see the video and stuff. It's called Yesterday Lied. And it's a bit of a different vibe than I think anything I've ever recorded, because it is so stripped down. And, you know, I think it fits the song, and I'm stoked for y'all to hear it and see what you think about it. But I'm going to play that for you now. Yesterday Lied. Yesterday light when it said tomorrow would be easier, that we'd step outside into the air that was cool and breezier. But I'm still waiting for that coveted day to come, when it don't feel like it's all about to come undone. I took those empty promises in stride when yesterday lied. I hear those wolves out there howling, but they're still a few miles away. But soon enough they'll be at the door collecting on them bills to pay. But they'll just have to take a number and get in line behind their pack of friends that have already arrived. My application for credit has been denied, and yesterday lied. Yesterday's news don't really seem to be in the past anymore. There's people in the streets marching, saying that they ain't gonna take anymore. But as I watch those monuments come crashing down, and hear those voices ringing out even in my hometown, gives me faith in a better tomorrow we might find, 'cause yesterday lied. All right, that was called Yesterday Lied. That song comes out on April 29th on all the digital spaces. So I'll be gabbing about it, but be on the lookout. I haven't totally decided when I'm going to release the video yet. Maybe that night, but I'll let you know. I'm going to do a couple more here. Mellow numbers. Just because it's getting late, and I really appreciate all you guys being here tonight. It means the world to me. Like I said, this is the 5th one of these I've done, and I'm going to do it again next Saturday because it's fun. It really gives me something to look forward to every week, and I appreciate the camaraderie. This song is called Grows and Fades. When I kept falling down, you helped me upright. When I heard that eerie sound, you tripped the night light. Melting into your arms felt like heaven. A love that grows and fades but never dies. Watch the years race by as we grow older. Sometimes a devil on my back or an angel on my shoulder. Even an overwhelming warmth at times turns colder. A love that grows and fades but never dies. A love that grows and fades but never dies. I run away yet always seem to find a reason to come back. I can't deny a love that grows and fades but never dies. A love that grows and fades but never dies. I run away yet always seem to find a reason to come back. I can't deny a love that grows and fades but never dies. A love that grows and fades but never dies. Some people you might get tired of them, but you never stop loving them no matter what. That's what that song's about. I'm going to do one more here, and to close things out. And this is a pretty new song. This is called Too Fast for Me. I wrote it back during the major part of the lockdown and everything, when it just seemed like every day drug on for, 3 or 4 days per each day. Yet also things were happening so quickly. So it was a real juxtaposition there. Reminder, I do have a tip jar up there if you're feeling so inclined. I would appreciate it. And I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you when I do this video premiere this week, and also at the same time right here next week at 8 o'clock for Saturday Nights from the Control Room, episode 6. All right, here we go with Too Fast for Me, and I'll exit the building on that. So much love to you all, and have a great night. Days roll on forever, the nighttime never ends. The weeks creep by, turns into months, and it starts all over again. Yeah, it seems that this world is moving too fast for me. Know I kept you waiting on the edge of your seat, but a wrench fell into my plans for doing the thing that I should be. Yeah, it seems that this world is moving too fast for me. I asked my heart, I asked my mind, but neither one seemed to have the time to give advice on anything I need. I wasn't around when I should have been. Had to go chase some silly wind. Thought I felt the concrete drying round my feet. This world is moving too fast for me. Sometimes it's like I'm standing alone in the back of the room, waiting for that next tomorrow that always comes too soon. Yeah, it seems that this world is moving too fast for me. Like a tornado roaring into town, spinning low, never touching ground, picking me up and then setting me down with ease. So out of this town's where I need to go. They cut down the trees in the shady grove. What once was real now only memories. This world is moving too fast for me. And now that it's slowed down, I finally see this world is moving too fast for me. On that note, I'm out. Good night, everyone. Hope to see you next week. Have a really lazy Sunday, hopefully. Peace.